great to be able to be 13-0 in the non-conference. Fifth time in school history. So we continue to, early in this rebuilding process, do some amazing things. I was very concerned with this game. Lucky and grateful that our administration was able to work with us and help us out to be able to add San Francisco, to be able to add Oral Roberts. We wanted to try to find a quality win, and we played with fire a little bit with both of them. Weren't able to dictate the dates and all those things, so it was hard for both teams. But we needed to have a mature bounce back, from the UNLV game. I don't think we're playing poorly. We could have won Fresno. We could have won UNLV. We were in both games. They made some plays we did not. So we were able to bounce back and have a very mature effort and how to find a way to get a win. So 15-2, really, really proud of them. Great crowd. Certainly we're not going to sell out every game just yet. We'll get there. But to be able to have 9,000 in a game that we just kind of put together, national championship football game obviously going on, just shows you how much this community cares about basketball. So very, very grateful to get the win.
What was the kind of top of the scouting report on how to handle Eastons? And did you guys succeed?
Not let him shoot. I don't know what the hell. He shot 13 threes. He makes tough shots. I thought Jalen did a really good job on him. But he's gonna score. It's kind of like Mash. Mash is gonna score too. So we had to switch some ball screens because that big was popping and he was hurting us. And then you got him big on A. Smith, but he didn't really burn us too much. But I thought defensively we did a terrific job in the first half. We just gave up some offensive rebounds. They're a dynamic. We're one of the best offensive teams in the country, and I thought our defense actually was pretty good.
Is this similar to Colorado State where, I don't know if you did any kind of pregame hype?
No. House clearly didn't play well last game, and we needed to get his mind right. And even Mash was beating himself up last game. So they know that he's a good player. I constantly try to tell him it's about New Mexico. It's not about one individual guy. It's not the NBA. It's not it's a team effort. So we had to really work on ourselves post UNLV and really get their minds right, because I think we allowed the emotion to take over. Unbelievable. One of the best crowds I've ever seen. And I think we were so down that we let our amazing fans down. And we need to pick ourselves off the mat and get back to work. So it wasn't about one guy. That kid's going to score points. You just got to make him hard.
Coach, Udeze and Alec both had double-doubles tonight. What can you say about what you saw from both of them tonight?
It was by design. We had to go inside. We felt like we had the advantage there. We were more mature offensively. Foul line, obviously, with Morris hurt him a little bit. I thought he played great. And we wanted to go into him, but we were concerned with the free throw shooting. But both of those guys were terrific. Josiah is just about as underrated a player as I've ever coached. I never see a guy play as hard as he does. He is relentless on the glass. He's just an ultimate glue guy. So that's got to be where our bread is buttered. And UNLV took us out of that a little bit because of the way they played defensively. We were able to do that better today.
I know it could be said that this is a hard game to play 48 hours after an emotional loss, but is it good to be back on the court this soon?
I was concerned for sure. It's just human nature to have that crowd. You're not going to replicate it. It's just reality. I didn't want our guys to feel at all like, we've really, really sped up this process in a way that I never, ever dreamed of. You never want to lose, but to say after 17 games we'd be 15-2 in year two of what we took over is nothing short of remarkable. And our fans have been engaged. They've been amazing. Our players are working hard. But we're going to go through some lumps. We're not going to win every game. Teams are going to give us their best shot, which is great. That's how you strengthen the program. So I'm proud of the guys to be able to get a win. They need some rest. Give them off tomorrow. And then certainly got a tough one coming up on Saturday.
Defensively, obviously, they still end up with 75, had a 40-point second half. But you guys had steals, you guys had blocks, you guys, I would think, at least based on maybe second half recently, You guys played a pretty good defensive half. Were you happy with it?
I thought better for sure. They are, I don't know, Ken Palmer, they top 10 offensively? They're something top 20? Yeah, so they're terrific offensively. We needed to make it just difficult on them. We thought they'd shoot a lot of threes. They did. I thought where we did a really good job was got some steals. Donovan had 3 blocks for a guard, which was great. So better. We're still, with Javonte out, Braden redshirting, Quentin redshirting, we don't have a lot of great length in the perimeter. That's just reality. So we got to be a little bit scrappier. But overall, I thought it was a step in the right direction.
With the 2 guys you just mentioned, Braden, can you give us an update? Is it?
Yeah, so he had been kind of dealing with a thumb deal on his shooting hand, and he'd be in practice and out of practice. It would hurt him. He'd try to fight back. He's a really tough kid. So, we said, listen, let's look at this, the calendar to see when a medical red shirt could be available. And then if we're at that point and you don't feel right, let's get this thing fixed. So he's going to have surgery coming up a couple days, not sure the exact day. We'll apply for a medical red shirt. We feel very confident about it. I am very, very excited about both of those guys. And it'll be, it's never great when you have to sit out with an injury, but it'll be great for them to continue to develop.
And then Javonte, just a 1 game?
Javonte, I'm hoping it's a 1-game deal. He hurt it last game. Tried to go through shoot-around today, and we made the decision after shoot-around. He was just in a lot of pain. So he helps us lengthen the perimeter. So hopefully back for San Diego State, we'll see.
And is that, I guess, officially a forearm or an elbow? He kind of was.
Elbow? I don't know. Make it up. Nobody reads your stuff anyway. I think it's elbow. I don't know.
And was the big-to-big passing something you saw on film, or was it?
Yeah, it was good. We thought they'd trap. They did. Morris made some really good decisions to Josiah. We felt like we had an advantage down there, and Morris did a really good job. And Josiah did a good job making himself available at the rim.
That 11-0 run in the first half, they were up 24-23, and you guys never looked back after that. It was really all defense. Josiah had an offensive rebound and a 3-point play. Donovan had those 2 defensive plays and layups and dunks. That the turning point in your mind?
Yeah, I thought we kind of similar to UNLV, we were kind of up a little bit. And then we go into halftime, 8-point lead, right? 8-point lead. And then we talked to them about, all right, we walked out of this locker room last time and we were not ready to go. And let's be focused, ready to go. We knew that Oral Roberts would score points. They score points on everybody. We had to be very mature offensively. But it was great to kind of take a little bit of control in the first half and build that lead. But we knew they'd throw a punch back because they are terrific offensively. Josiah's ladies' man. Don't want to hate on him. Good for him. Anybody else?
So San Diego State coming up this Saturday. You've got some time to prepare, but you're playing in San Diego. It's a tough arena to play in. What's that looking like?
Yeah, they're the class of the league. They've been the most consistent team over the last 25, 30 years, so you got to give them credit. Our guys have got to just get some rest, and then we'll go back to work on Wednesday and try to put together a game plan. But when I watch San Diego State play, they are big and strong. Their nutrition center must be amazing because they got 20 pounds on everybody, so we better be physical because it's going to be a grinded-out type game. That's the way San Diego State likes to win. So, we'll turn the page and put together best of our ability a game plan tomorrow.